everybody, Dr. T here. Today we are going to talk about Michigan's domestic violence statutes. Michigan's law defines domestic violence as an assault or an assault and battery by a spouse, a former spouse, a person residing or having resided in the same household as the victim, person having a child in common with the victim, person with whom the victim is having or has had a dating relationship. And Michigan has two levels of domestic violence. Domestic assault, where the victim need not be injured, and the criminal penalties include incarceration, plus possible probation, counseling, community service, etc. A first conviction is a misdemeanor, up to 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine. A second conviction is a misdemeanor, up to 1 year in jail and or a $1,000 fine. And a third or more convictions is a felony, up to 5 years in prison and or a $5,000 fine. Aggravated domestic assault. Victim must receive serious or aggravated injuries, such as injuries requiring immediate medical attention. Criminal penalties include incarceration, plus possible probation, counseling, community service, etc. First conviction is a misdemeanor, up to 1 year in jail and or a $1,000 fine. A second conviction is a felony, up to 5 years in prison and or a $5,000 fine. Since 2002, a person arrested for domestic violence cannot be released from jail on an interim bond set by the jail. The person must be held until he or she can be arraigned or has an interim bond set by a judge or a district court magistrate. The judge or magistrate's interim bond can include conditions, such as having no contact with the victim. Other more serious assault crimes can occur in domestic relationships, such as assault with a dangerous weapon, which is a felony, up to 4 years and or a $2,000 fine. Assault with intent to commit great bodily harm, less than murder or assault by strangulation or suffocation, which is a felony, up to 10 years or a $5,000 fine. And assault with intent to commit murder, which is a felony to life, or any number of years, etc. If you are in an abusive relationship, you are not alone. You are not to blame. You can get help. Get medical attention if you have been physically injured. Save evidence to document the abuse, medical records, photographs of injuries and damage to your property, etc. Make a safety plan, which may include figuring out the warning signs that come before abuse. Protect your children. Work out signals with neighbors to call the police. Ask a friend or relative to stay with you. Decide where you can go and what to take with you if you must leave, like money, important documents, spare clothes, car keys, etc. Report domestic violence and stalking to the police. They can and will protect you from immediate danger and help you and your children get out of the house safely. Arrest the abuser without a warrant when there is reasonable cause to believe that an assault has taken place or that the abuser has violated a personal protection order or restraining order. Advise you of available shelters and other services in your area. Write out a police report, which can be used to help prove the abuse occurred and show good cause for a judge to grant a personal protection order or restraining order. If you have a PPO which the defendant is violating, you can download a stalking victims log, which I will include in the comments below. This information is for Michigan. Please research and check the statutes in your state, as they may be different.
If you or someone you know is in an abusive situation, call the National Helpline at 1-800-799-SAFE or text START to 88788. Everyone deserves a healthy relationship.